Boston Bomber fans make me sick.
Oh no.
Ugh.
Okay. I don't morally agree with the bombing. I don't think it was acceptable to do that. I feel like the rest of the world gets kind of jealous of
Mhm.
Boston in general, and they channel that jealousy into unfair prejudice. I don't see, like, is this guy complaining about the Oklahoma City bombing? Is he complaining
Maybe.
about
No, of course
9/11?
not. That
Because
what did
I
that
kind
destroy?
of
Like
feel
a
like
Oh wait.
cornfield?
Oh wait. Hold on. This is a really okay. So I want to actually read this because it's really good. This is from my account 11 years ago when
if
I
he's
was
got prejudices against Boston, it can't be that good.
when I was about to turn 13. And I was posting this. I understand our youth, and this is on Reddit for Grownups, which is a community for Redditors that are starting to get that get off my lawn feeling whenever they check the front page. So, which I guess is just like Redditors that are starting to feel afraid of black people or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm making up new slurs for people who use r/pics.
Yeah. I understand our youth want to be part of a movement or something along those lines, but was anyone else absolutely sickened by the support and the hashtag Free Jahar movement on Twitter/Facebook? Pretty much the Free Jahar movement to set the Boston City bomber free is pretty much a bunch of 15-year-olds claiming the Boston City bombing was a government conspiracy and that Dzhokhar Tsarnaev is incapable of being a part of the bombing because he was a nice kid in school and drinks tea and reads romance novels. I understand that there are
Wait,
tons of
wait.
people.
He drinks tea? I didn't know.
Yeah,
This
And reads
changes
romance
everything.
novels? I mean, they kind of got to let him go then, right?
yeah. I
Aren't
understand there
they
are tons of
low
people that.
key? Romance novels like kind of fashy? Am I the only one
Yeah,
who feels this way?
you're right. We would
Nope.
never do something fashy on here.
I've never read them, but I'm assuming no.
They're
Uh,
about girls
I,
and stuff.
I, I've only read
Girls aren't
fascist
fashy.
romance novels, so I mean they're they're
They're fash. They're
fash-ish.
fash. They're fashionable when they wear their dresses.
They're fash adjacent. I understand that there are tons of people who believe in conspiracy theories, but the amount of evidence against this kid is unbelievable. Months after the bombing, I was logging into Twitter and seeing people retweet 15-year-olds posting on how everyone who lost their legs were actors or actresses, and a bunch of other insane nonsense. Anyway, sorry for ranting. I'm pretty disappointed in our youth being so dumb.
Hey,
Or
my
maybe
name
they
is
are.
Jeff,
Wait,
and I'm here to play the part of
no,
a guy who got his leg blown off.
no, hold on. Here's the kicker. Here's here's the kicker.
Oh, am I gonna die?
I'm pretty disappointed in our youth being so dumb, or maybe they are just giving one giant troll job and being fans of Lil Wayne and Justin Bieber. Yuck.
Wow.
There it is.
Imagine
Woo.
you
Personally, I think One Direction committed the Boston bombing.
Yeah.
imagine you audition for the role of the guy who got his leg exploded in the Boston bombing, and you like in the waiting room outside the audition, and you see that everyone else has one leg, and you're the only guy there with two legs, and you're like, ah, fuck, I fucked it.
Oh my
No
Yeah.
way.
god,
You might as
dude,
well
they're
just go
never gonna
home.
buy it. Fuck.
This guy's
I mean,
also trying to sell geodes, which I think is funny because it's like what you do in like Skyrim. He's like, I found this geode. How much does it go for?
I like
I found,
geodes. I'll buy a geode off this guy.
yeah. Yeah, r/flipping. I mean, I feel like the stuff that I don't know. By conspiracy standards, like the Boston bombing one seemed pretty tame. All things
Yeah,
considered.
were there really any conspiracies about that? I feel like that one was pretty
I
settled.
think that I
No,
think
they
there
got the
It
are
was
right
just like,
guy
yep,
like
that's
right
the guy.
away.
people will point out it's like, oh, he was on the FBI's watch list for so long, and it's like, yeah, the FBI should just arrest everyone that's on their watch list. That would be the right move.
I think the FBI watch list is them all gathering in a room and they just go like, "Hey, did he do something yet? Nope. Okay."
Yeah. Well, I
That's
think
about
I
it.
think it's the one that's still alive wasn't like the one like one of them was the one that died in the shootout was the one that like planned everything, and Jokar I think is the one that was just like kind of going around, going along with it, being like kind of dopey, and he just wanted to smoke
Do
weed.
He was
we
like he
have
was like
to do this?
a stupid
Yeah,
little henchman. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I buy a soda while you're doing the bombing? I'm just like so thirsty.
yeah.
Dude, can we
Yeah.
please stop somewhere in the crew for some food? I'm so fucking hungry, man.
Yeah.
Guys, I bought a microphone because I realized you need one of those to record a
You're not gonna
podcast.
believe this, but their food court is under construction because they're building a big eataly there.
Yeah.
Um,
When do you want to read
but
the other one I said? Oh,
no one
sorry.
cares about my cool microphone story.
Nobody gives a fuck about your microphone. Kill yourself.
No one gives a fuck about you. Go fucking eat dinner, you piece of shit. Go eat your
Yeah.
dinner.
I've been eating chicken like this entire time.
Yeah.
All right.
What are you gonna tell me to do something I'm already doing? I'm
I've been
2
eating
steps ahead of
crow.
you.
I've been
Every
proven wrong
fucking...
so many times.
Yeah, go be an annoying douchebag during my podcast about it. So I bought a microphone and it came with a mic arm, so I could clip it to my desk. But my desk is too big because it has drawers and stuff. So what I'm doing right now is I had to remove one of the drawers from my desk and flip my desk upside down, like flip it around and stick the mic arm in there. So my whole shit is fucked up.
Oh, I'm
Oh, no,
recording
your
at a
whole
backwards
shit.
desk.
Sleep. I got put to
I basically
sleep.
fucked up my whole
boring ass
shit.
story about his microphone.
Oh, I found a really Reddit for Grown-Ups post. I'll read this one quote.
Photo editing your toddler's legs to be skinnier.
Fine, whatever. I don't care. Whatever.
Is this a
I don't
thing that
care.
parents do these days? I guess I'm out of touch because that is just wild to me. That is actually an insane thing. It's like both an insane thing to do and also something I have no trouble believing is happening.
Yeah, I
This
guess.
is like what happens when like Ariana stans reach parenting age.
Yeah.
They're just like
Just like her legs are like it's a great photo of her at her
She looks
birthday,
all
but her legs are
gross.
just so fat. It looks
Yeah.
like she's standing on two. It looks like
I'm
she's standing
cracking
on a
up at the
fucking
idea of
tuna
not
can.
doing this for your own kid, but like doing it for somebody else's kid without them asking.
Yeah, making
Yeah.
them face tuning them up. They have like a crazy smile. They're the only
Yeah.
ones in the photo.
like a 6-month-old baby with just weirdly defined cheekbones.
Mm.
Yeah, like face tuning a smile onto your kid's face while they're blowing out their candles.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I would
I don't
edit.
know.
I would photo edit my toddler's legs to be spider legs, so they were. It would look like they were walking around like a freaky spider with 8 legs.
Okay, I think. Wait, hold on. I just went to our second the other one that we I don't know. I feel like I'm blowing by stuff too
One of the
fast.
comments is saying, "Well, my brother-in-law in Seattle just sent me a pic of his kids with Santa. Guess they don't sit on his lap anymore. They're sitting under a framed picture of him. It's weird to me. Anything is possible.
What?
It's not remotely the same thing.
Like a beloved dictator, they're standing under a portrait of him.
They're not allowed to sit on Santa's lap anymore. That's why Trump won, is because you're not allowed to sit on Santa's lap
Because you're not
anymore.
allowed to sit on Santa's lap. Because
Yeah.
kids can't sit on Santa's
Does
lap
anyone
anymore.
else think the politics of the median voter are basically freaking incomprehensible?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all stuff about Santa.
Yeah, it's like trying to
basically
read,
I just talked to one crazy guy.
Trying to understand the median voter is like trying to read a freaking chapter book. It makes
Yeah.
no damn sense.
It's like trying to read a Stephen King novel. It's basically impossible. Just something so incomprehensibly long.
The median voter basically prefers Junie B. Jones to Frog and Toad. Like, there's not even a fucking point. It's
They're into
literally
Frog
all
and Toad
bullshit.
now that they're voting for Trump. They're into Groiper now.
Groiper and Toad.
Yeah, Groiper.
There's 100% illiteracy rate among kids, but only spelling the word friend because they do it FREN.
Yeah. Speaking of, I wanted to read a handsome dating profile from a get to know you thread, and a few of these things were laid out, and I just wanted to I wanted to give you sort of a description of this bachelor, Silverfern, who says, "What's your favorite thing to do?"
Groiper and Toad found out that all the cookies were missing from the cookie jar, and they couldn't find out why. But Groiper had an idea. His friend Birdie had a really long, hooked beak, and he loved to steal.
I feel like there's they try to make a Groiper children's book every year or something, and then Kickstarter catches on to it, and they're like, no, you can't do that. Hold on,
I've never heard of this.
I remember they're doing it at least.
Kids. The one that I always remember wasn't the Groiper Kids book, but they tried to do like Groiper Banking. What was that called again?
It's kind of an oxymoron.
Kind of an oxymoron.
Yeah. No, they tried to do it with
Libertify or some shit like that.
They tried to do it with Pepe at least.
The Groipers have invented a reverse 401k where you earn interest by not working.
Yeah, no, there were definitely ones with Pepe or whatever. They would be it would be very thin allegories. But I wanted to read this bachelor's profile off. What is your favorite thing to do? He says, be with my family. What is your favorite food? Coffee is food to me. What is your favorite
Holy
book?
shit.
What is your favorite book? All books. I love them.
Glorified. Sorry. That's
what is your favorite candy bar? I don't eat them. What is your favorite cookie? Tim Tam. What is your favorite sport? Rugby. What place would you like to visit? Scotland. What is your favorite thing about yourself? I am a clanswoman. What is the musical instrument you can play? The harp. What's your favorite type of art? Classical. What would you like to teach others about? Saving the white race. What are 3 adjectives that describe you? Stubborn, and did I mention stubborn?
Wow.
If you have an hour of free time, what do? Walk the dogs. And what's the strangest food you've ever eaten? Monkey. And that is from the Stormfront dating thread that I went on.
Wow.
That is
I like that they're obviously British. Their favorite cookie is a Tim Tam, and they like rugby, but they just have not had time to go to Scotland, which is
they haven't had time to go to Scotland, and they love walking their dog.
They might try walking your dog to Scotland, lady. That's how close those countries are.
Yeah. Someone says someone replied to that. What's your favorite thing to do? I love to read. What's your favorite food? Friedekai special. I assume that's something. Their favorite book is The Shining by Stephen King, and their favorite cookie is a Jew cookie.
Wow.
which like, come on. I guess it's like one of those bakery items.
You gotta wear it on your sleeve.
Yeah.
What is a Jew cookie?
If they're not gonna wear it on their sleeve, I'm wearing one thing on my sleeve, but I might as well wear another thing there too.
I'm gonna Google Jew cookie really quick.
Yeah, it's half a cookie.
It says it's a big, flat, round shortbread biscuit, so it's another British thing.
Yeah, I just get to read about all these people's like favorite books, the Twilight series. And then what's your favorite cookie? Oatmeal.
Ugh.
I guess. Ugh. Yeah, maybe that's
Disgusting.
part of like your.
These people are despicable.
Yeah, I was kind of on board up until now.
That's a bridge too far for me.
Yeah.
Oatmeal cookies are pretty good.
Yeah, you know, if they're offered, yeah.
I mean, let's not put cookies into boxes. A good oatmeal cookie can't go wrong.
Yeah.
A good chocolate chip cookie.
Supposed to sell them if they're not in boxes, dude.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what they come in. That's what the fuck.
They come in sleeves.
Yeah, the sleeves are in boxes.
Yeah.
No.
What? Oh wait. Here.
What about the Tate's cookies that come in a bag?
Yeah, the ones that Tate's good. That's what they're named after. Is how good they taste.
They taste so good.
Yeah, that's how they got their name from the child that invented them.
Okay, I'm clicking on this link Charlie just sent, and it's 2 videos called "Day in the Life of Being Friendzoned" and "Day in the Life of Being Friendzoned Part 2."
Can you? Well, yeah. I guess you kind of gave away what the thread is titled on Stormfront. This is the one about the friend zone, and it was posted last week by Elizabeth.
Aww.
Who is located in Miami-Dade County. She must be feeling herself right now. And then someone just says, "Lol, nah, I'm good. Thanks anyway. If I got that knock at the door, it wouldn't even answer. LOL. Would have to be a text message to even respond." These guys are talking like Justin Lingle, how it's like, nah, sis, I would just want to be friends with you.
Hello, I'm sorry, I don't recognize this number. Who's this? Oh, okay, hi. Well, sorry about that breakup. He's definitely not too nice, apparently, huh? Yeah, I must have deleted your number after I got vibes of being an emotional tampon. I'm sure there are beasties for that. No, I don't want to go shopping. What's wrong, you ask? Absolutely nothing on my end. Gonna keep it that way. Best of luck to you. Gotta run. Need to return some videotapes.
Cool American Psycho reference.
Dude, yeah. What's something Patrick Bateman does? Need to scream at laundromat employee. Yeah, this'll get her.
Yeah.
Need to confess to several murders.
Yeah. The funny thing about Stormfront is like the non-political threads they have, because they're all like so mundane, but like also by Stormfront members. Like they have a thread for movie reviews and then one for gaming. The 2 people are looking at right now.
Yeah, you and Gus.
Yeah, me and Gus. Yeah, well, we were on here before. Um, garage. Oh wait, no. Here. Uh, this is a heck of a thread. I just sent it, Griffin. Can you read the most recent one that I sent? I hope this doesn't get our Discord server banned.
Yeah, from user Scream of the Butterfly, Charlie XCX. Charlie XCX is a popular female entertainer from England.
That's facts.
Charlie XCX's mother was raised in Uganda to a Guajajari Indian family. Her mother's last name is Shamira, and her last name is unknown. Charlie had the #1 song on Spotify for July 2024. The song is 360, and the video depicts an elderly white male being abused by young and stylish female models. The lyrics include the word defibrillator. The elderly white male lays supine on a gurney and has life support. He also falls off a treadmill while Charlie and 2 other women pose with an air of disdain. The woman closest to the man shrugs after he falls down. The video also shows a woman callously shaking the man's head for vital signs. Another woman disconnects and discards his artificial hydration. These women appear to be abusive and neglectful caregivers whose priorities are modeling, whoring, smoking, and drinking.
I love that this is how they interact with me. They're watching a Charlie XCX music video, and they're just like, I feel so bad for this white man. I feel
so bad for this actor.
His plight is so trivialized.
Now you're removing his artificial hydration.
Yeah.
When does it end? When does the indignity end?
Yeah. Yeah, so YouTube removes and bans any pro-white music. Oh wow, yeah, no, that was just like,
yeah.
Maybe she should be far right protest. Oh, by the far right. I thought they were saying that she was far right.
Maybe she should become far right. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm honestly surprised that they like aren't fans. Not that they aren't fans of her, but that they like that this is the angle that they take. It's like she's abusing white men in her videos. She's doing a humiliation ritual.
She should have released 365 Party Groiper.
Yeah,
that would have been a baller.
Yeah,
it's a song about 4 guys sitting in a bar, all going on their phones and occasionally showing each other something they found on their phone, and then going back to their phones.
Yeah, no, that would be the best. I don't know. Have you guys ever had like a really racist person in your life? Don't say me. Or like just like at your school or something. I don't know. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, no, there was actually a guy in my school who said he had like the same like bias that Roger from Mad Men had against Japanese people, where he held a grudge against them over the Bataan Death March. And he just openly. Like, he was like a 16-year-old white kid, and he's just like, yeah, I'm so mad about World War II that I don't like Japanese people.
Why would you do this to our boys?
Oh, wait, I've had...
Also, my grandfather allegedly once said he didn't like Brazilians because they were too sensual.
Oh, I remember that, yeah. I can't say that I remember anything like that. I don't know if you guys are enjoying this as much as I am, because I feel bad if I'm not, but I do want to read, they're talking about the movie Am I Racist by Matt Walsh.
Sure, naturally.
Which I kind of want to get their input on.
Something I didn't know about that movie is apparently like the people he goes in on humiliating are people like we already didn't like, which I didn't know.
Like
what?
Like
fucking like Robin DiAngelo and shit like that.
Oh yeah, no, those people like just that's so like trying to make a movie based on like just those cultural trends, and then it has to take like so fucking long. I mean, those are like all the ads I get now, which is just, I mean, what else would it be?
I haven't seen it. Maybe if it's on, maybe when they put it on like HBO Max, I'll watch.
And now my ads are just like a picture of soap with the word soap.
Let's watch it ironically in the theater and buy a bunch of popcorn and eat it together and all hold hands, and then we'll review it for the podcast.
Yeah,
I did do that with God's Not Dead, which is a much more like Bush era conservative propaganda movie. But it's really good because they have like an evil atheist professor who's the bad guy, and he's played by Kevin Sorbo.
Kevin Sorbo. Yeah, I was gonna say.
And it's revealed at the end that he's only an atheist because his mother died of cancer, and he decided he hated God. And then right at the beginning, as he's about to repent, he gets punished by God for hating him and gets walloped by a car while crossing the street.
Oh, come on.
And the main character
Wow.
has to have him like convert to Christianity with his last breath as he's like bleeding to death in the middle of the sidewalk.
God is such a dick
Cool.
for that.
That's
You
so
think,
it's such a sick movie. I love God.
yeah, I sometimes with those it'll be like, because I've tried to do that with my friends before, where we're like, we're gonna watch this Christian movie and it's gonna be funny, or it's gonna be funny how bad it is, and it's just like really boring.
Yeah,
but that
no,
is,
that is
let's watch-
definitely a risk you run into with watching stuff
Let's
that's
watch
so bad
God
it's good.
Friended Me.
yeah.
TV show about God
I've
friended
talked.
you on Facebook.
I think I talked about it fairly recently, but my friends and I, when I was in high school, we were gonna like, there's some Netflix documentary called like After Porn Ends. We were like, it has porn in the title. It's gonna be so funny, and it's just about these women being abused, and we're like, oh, that's not funny.
Debuting my new series, God quote tweeted me.
Yeah.
God called me Reddit.
I just saw the movie Am I Racist starring Matt Walsh at the movie theater. I highly recommend it. Funniest movie that I have seen in years. This is hands down the best movie to come out in at least 50 years, if not longer. Never thought I'd see a day where a movie like this would be in theaters. Support it and go see it. You won't regret it. Trust me. And I like that, because like the angle on that is like, I'm not racist, you're the real racist, and then this guy's talking about it on Stormfront. It's like, you are racist.
That's like your whole thing, is that you're proud about it.
Yeah, this is like when we went on Fashiopedia and they had a Thomas Sowell quote in one of the pages. It's like, no, that's not for you.
Yeah, that's not. You can't do that. You just aren't allowed to do that.
Yeah, I like how I'll watch it, but I haven't seen a link yet. Not going to hand over to. Oh, okay, yeah, no. It's like, what's he gonna say when not going to hand over money to? Yeah. So when he said not exactly Mad Max either, so no need for a big screen. Anyone seen Lady Ballers? Yeah. Oh, and then someone posted the full link to it on BitChute. Watch now when you can if you want to see it for free. There was a thread on Stormfront where someone just said like, it's Movie Monday, and then they just posted a bunch of links to like 70s horror movies that they uploaded to BitChute that like weren't gonna be like they were like semi-famous, like they were just like obscure enough that like the studio probably wouldn't care. But they were just like, all right, everyone, here you go. And they weren't like white nationalists or anything. Like they weren't particularly racist movies. They're just like, here you go, everyone. It's Movie Monday. Yeah, no, they're just saying that like Matt Walsh is like friends with Jews. One of the things that's funny about
Texas
Stormfront
Black
is that
People Massacre.
is that at the top of them it's the page that says every month is White History Month. Which is so funny because it just
cool.
makes him seem so insecure about like, like fucking Europa or whatever. They're just like, actually, every month is our history month.
Isn't that more of like a woke talking point? I thought like when people got mad about like Black History Month, the woke people would like respond like every other month of the year is White History Month. Like you're only learning white history.
Well, my
yeah, but they feel, but like it's not actually white. They want it to actually be White History Month every month.
Yeah. Well, my bit that I do in stand up is that March is White History Month because it's got a bunch of Irish bullshit, but it's longer than Black History Month. That's like it's got a bunch of Irish.
It's got the one Irish bullshit.
Yeah, it's got Irish bullshit, but at least it's longer than Black History Month. At least there's more of it. I don't know. It works better as a stand-up bit. You haven't seen me on the stage yet.
On Kill Tony. They bring you on Kill Tony with that.
Yeah. The Marvels 2023 Vagina Slime.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that really in the movie?
Yeah. This is a Stormthread post called "What's Your Favorite Movie Type?"
There we go.
What's your favorite genre of image?
Yeah. With DEI, every movie is a horror movie now.
Dog.
Yeah. Well, I just called it the N-word, but that's what I call a lot of things, so I don't know. You shouldn't ask me.
Tendrick Odin says, comedy drama would be my favorite hybrid genre. I'm into flicks like Pump Up the Volume, parentheses, a white teen rebels against his oppressive school that has black and Jewish teachers. The Breakfast Club, Reality Bites, Singles, and Real Genius. I love having a white power read of The Breakfast Club.
Yeah. Don't You Forget About Me was sung by Hitler in that movie. That's what that's about. Yeah, no, that's so funny. You see like the guy walking off with his fist that's like all they caught was him walking off with his fist raised. At the end, it's like he must have just shot up the school.
Does anyone want to hear my white nationalist reading of Home Alone?
Yeah.
If you imagine the two burglars as being a different
White
race,
people are
it's actually quite poignant.
And industrious, and they need their mommy to help them. They need women to help hug them.
The Aryan youth defends his homeland from the burglarous Jew through contraptions.
My favorite movies would have to be the Shirley Temple movies. When she was a little girl, she was so adorable and so sweet. Plus, the movies are wholesome, unlike the majority of today's movies.
Wow.
Man, I love Shirley Temple so much.
I love Shirley Temple movies. I like the idea that this guy sees movies in 2024 and he's like, Anora, man, that's a Shirley Temple movie.
Yeah. This reminds me so much of Shirley Temple.
Action plus adventure plus epic plus historical plus horror plus sci-fi plus western. All of those together.
Yeah, dude. My favorite movie that promotes white values is Cowboys versus Aliens. That's my favorite movie about Europa. Hold on, I need to get back to the movie thread because that was really good. They also just have a thread just for the truth about Martin Luther King. Which I wonder what that's about. I really do wonder.
It'd be funny if it's just the unedited Wikipedia page. It's the truth.
Yeah, it's just like the controversy page. It's like pretty level-headed. They posted something about the substance.
There's a guy in here who's
like a white nationalist version of fucking like Maoist standard English where you only call him Martin Luther Peasant.
Yeah. I think they have another thing that they can call him. If we're being honest, they have one ready to go for him.
They probably have other words that they use to describe him.
Here's the gaming thread.
There's a guy in the movies thread who keeps posting like B movie from the 50s and 60s called like Attack of the Giant Leeches or whatever, and no one interacts with him. He's just posting them by himself.
Yeah. These giant leeches remind me of something.
Even in like a community that's designed to foster friendship between these types of people, this guy stands on his own as a cinephile.
So you can sort by like the number of replies. It's like, in there, so you can see like the thread about tolerable new movies that are not anti-white in nature. And when was this posted? This was in 2013. I want to see what they were. Wait, one of the movies that is not anti-white in nature is We Bought a Zoo. A good quality family movie. Star Trek Into Darkness.
I mean,
Gravity.
I may be Adolf Hitler, but even I can appreciate that they did buy a zoo. How sweet is that?
I was hoping that they would put like black people in the zoo when they bought it.
Yeah, my favorite pro-white movie is Real Steel.
Yeah,
I think you can learn a lot about pro-white nature from watching those big robots fight each other.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman is Hugh Jackman, the most pro-white actor, the shining example of masculinity. I mean, he kind of is, but he does love musicals.
He's gay. They're talking about Forrest Gump in here, and they're all pretty pro Forrest Gump. And someone says, "What do you think of this movie?"
Do they relate to him?
Well, someone asked, "Is this degrading to Southern white folk?" And someone replies, "I always found it to be a very funny movie. I don't think it degrades Southern white folk because you gotta remember in the movie he was born with a mental defect and was a little slow. So if anything, it shows even a retarded white person can do amazing things."
Right,
that's your reading.
I need to refill my glass of milk. Give me a moment.
Okay.
All right.
Santa ass motherfucker. Alien versus Predator. I like milk now and then. It's good, but
I don't really. But I don't.
Wait, I want to see
about it.
I want to see what they think of Valkyrie.
Ooh, the movie Karate Kid metaphor for Jews.
Can you send that?
Yeah, but I didn't want to open another Stormfront page.
It's fine. It doesn't get you listed or anything. I
guess it certainly doesn't now.
Yeah, you're fine.
But
Trump is
it's a
president.
link. Yeah, exactly. It's a link to a YouTube video that I'd love to find, but
it says
Karate Kid.
You guys ever
already
milk
drank
with
the milk?
chicken?
We talked about it. Yeah.
Chicken. Yeah. On a farm. Me on my farm.
We bought a farm.
Me bought a farm. The most boring movie ever. They're just like cleaning up shit and putting grain in the silo.
Mm-hmm.
The YouTuber here explains how the supposed hero is actually not a hero, but a sociopath. As the YouTuber proceeds, it struck me how the main character, Daniel LaRusso, Italian for the Russian, is a metaphor for Jews moving into and taking over U.S. society and the rest of the white world. LaRusso is an outsider seeking acceptance into U.S. society from the tyrannical blondes. Daniel, very common Jewish first name. Ralph Macchio, the actor playing LaRusso, looks like a stereotypical nice Jewish boy. LaRusso running through the cars with a red sheet. I thought Bolshevik revolutionaries causing chaos. LaRusso teams up with fellow ethnic outsider Miyagi to invoke demonic forces to usurp Whitey. Whitey finally concedes that LaRusso has earned the right to be on top. Yeah.
But by the way, Ralph Macchio is Greek and Italian. He isn't Jewish at all.
Yeah, no, he's the most obviously Jewish. Italian guy you could possibly imagine.
Yeah.
This is like, I'm getting some Jew vibes from Tony Soprano.
I mean, to be fair, the Jews have probably never tried learning karate. That would probably further their ends if they could figure that out.
Yeah, going back in time to teach Jews karate, and like all of the Great Replacement stuff ends up being true. Like they're just insane. They're just completely unstoppable because they know karate now.
Has anyone linked this in with about how like the IDF invented their own version of karate where you're allowed to like scratch people?
Yeah, I was talking the only places you're only allowed to hit in the eyes and the groin.
I was talking to like a friend who does like MMA stuff, and I asked him about Krav Maga. He's like, "Oh yeah, no, we don't really do that because like the thing with Krav Maga is you're just allowed to cheat. You're just allowed to like throw sand and stuff."
Did you see that video of the Israeli guy in Amsterdam trying to hit someone with like a Krav Maga groin punch, and the dude like picks him up and puts him behind his back and jumps backward and throws him into the ground? It's so
I didn't see that.
Sick.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That was a really cool day.
Someone's asking about they need Clash of Clans members. I wonder what kind of clan they're clashing with. I was thinking of playing this game and we'll probably end up getting it.
Okay.
I'm gonna get Clash of Clans later. Currently downloading, better be fun. Oh, this game is so addictive.
We're all playing Call of Duty White Ops.
Yeah. I just love how fucking stupid these people are. They're like, oh, addicted to this game now, loving it. From forum member Milky.
Nothing wrong with milk.
Yep. All right, Gus, can you read the preamble to the one that I just sent with the Oh wait, does that send? Oh, okay. God damn it. Wait, hold on.
Skyrim?
Yeah, hold on. Wait, I need to resend. I think that's just a link to. That's just a link to the fucking like the index page. It's the one below that.
But
I like skim milk.
Yeah.
The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim is a role-playing game being developed by Bethesda Game Studios and published by Bethesda Softworks. It is that's just the Wikipedia definition of Skyrim.
Try to defute those facts.
I think it will be pretty damn fun.
I can't believe they're speaking truth on Stormfront. Must be a day that ends in Y.
Yeah, Wikipedia page for Skyrim.
Kidding.
We're just playing around.
Pretty damn fun to run around in a Nordic land. And did I mention dragons? Anyone else excited for this? And what platform are you planning on playing it on? And yes, I did the required 20 push-ups and 50 sit-ups. What?
I did not do the exercises, but I am sitting at my desk at work with my boss across the table from me. But I must say, I'm super excited about this game. I need to buy a new laptop to run this, as it was intended to be viewed. What?
Yeah,
but I'm going to wait for them to work out several inevitable bugs before I pick up a copy and have some time to save up. Oh wow, they predicted it. Another
We call,
true
I wonder who
prediction
else
from.
I wonder who else they might call inevitable bugs.
Interesting.
Anyway, reading various forums, they were already complaining that the Stormcloaks, rebels under the command of the new High King fighting for an independent Skyrim, are racist and Nord supremacist. Considering you can join them with any character race, that is idiotic. Also, it's funny because when you actually play the game, the Stormcloaks are just like, yeah, we don't like those dark elves.
Yeah,
not a place for them here.
they should love the Stormcloaks. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Also, complaining that despite the fact not proven so far assume that your male character can marry another male character, libtards give them an inch and they whine about something else.
Holy fucking shit.
It's like literally easier to make it like it's like literally easier to program it so that you can be bisexual because like the character just goes up and says, "Yes, I think I would like to move in with you," and then like there's a ceremony, and then like you get like a bonus.
Todd Howard stated that lycanthropy was not in the game, but people playing leaked copies have confirmed that you can become a werewolf.
Wow.
While Skyrim looks like Scandinavia, obviously, it looks right here in northwest Montana. Skyrim could even be Glacier National Park. It has elk, moose, grizzlies, deer, fox, lagomorphs, wolves, black bears, salmon, mountains, pines, and fir trees. Fast-flowing mountain rivers and waterfalls. Permanent snow, permafrost in places, caribou too, although the closest caribou to me are in extreme northwestern Montana and northern Idaho. Rule. I'm sure there is probably even a glacier or two in this game.
Just sitting in your cabin with like a shit-eating grin on your face, typing on your big computer. Oh wait, he left. Exactly. Oh wait, no, he's back. Yeah.
Wow. Someone talking with my Nazi buddies about how Skyrim could basically be Montana.
Someone at the end of the thread was saying that he was going to kill all the Forsworn, and then another guy said, "Don't do it. They just respawn anyway." You can't do ethnic cleansing on them. It's like, yeah, man, that's a video game. I would think that they would like the Forsworn. Those guys are like Varg.
We've got two guys arguing about whether the Empire is full of mulattoes. The Imperial race's presets are a mix of mestizos and mulattoes with few whites. And then another guy says, Imperials are not mestizo or mulatto. The Imperials are Latin. Parentheses, true Latin, like the Romans.
Yeah, I guess that's like this is a hard one for them because it's like one of them's like base Nords, and then the other one is Roman Emperor. Yeah,
it's splitting them.
I think they're solidly more pro Stormcloak, if I had to guess, which it lines up.
Yeah, because if you go with them at the beginning, you get the cool
globalism.
armor.
Soros would support them probably. I don't know.
I wanted to read this one. This is called White Gaming. It's from Tin WP. Hello, my first post.
White Gaming. Fuck.
Gaming. In the gaming section of Stormfront, it's an appropriate post. Hello, my first post. As an American youth, I love to play video games like most other people. But ever since gaming has become mainstream media, the Jewish pro-racial balancing corporations have made them is not as great, mainly speaking. I'm sorry, it's like I liked being into computers and stuff before Jews got involved in it. Because previously Jews didn't do anything with computers.
I like imagining Rockstar just getting a call from like the Jewish corporation and be like, "You guys got to make the game more Jewish."
Yeah, this guy
throw some Jews in there.
I was into gaming when it was like IBM using their punch cards to do the Holocaust, but now that it's being used in NASA.
Bad news, guys. I just got word that the left bumper from Pong is canonically Jewish. You gotta toss this one out.
The Jewish pro-racial balancing corporations have made them not as great, mainly speaking. The most popular game right now... Oh yeah, this was posted in 2005. The most popular game right now is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, in which you play a highly rap bass, and then I wonder what all those apostrophes are for. I think I remember hearing... I think Alex Lonoff said this, that like they have to censor the N-word, otherwise they won't get indexed on Google or something. But the sentiment's definitely there. That is what I hate. But recently, I found a great game, which is all pro-white youth should play. Delta Force, Black Hawk Down. It's lightly based on the movie, and all the people you shoot are black or Arab. But man,
Whoa.
this guy is gonna love Modern Warfare when it comes out in a couple years.
Wasn't there like a big scandal when Resident Evil 5 came out that like, hey, why are
Yeah.
we like shooting like spear throwing Africans all wearing animal skins?
Yeah, no, it was
What's
like
up with
kind of.
that?
Yeah, it was also when it was like the most bombastic. It was just like an action game, and they're like, why don't we just set it all in Africa?
Yeah,
It was, it was
why don't we just takes place in Bone Village, Africa.
Yeah, one of the enemies is literally just Obama. But there are also other games without killing that should be praised by today's ultra-violent
let me be
youth.
fear.
Games like Gish, where you are a blob that it changes its physical shape. Fun, not gonna say that, and quite addicting. I want to see what Gish is. Gish is
Gish.
That's a Smashing Pumpkins album. Gish.
Gish.
Oh yeah, no, this is like a Newgrounds game. That's so funny. It's like I this pro white game that I'm playing about a blob that eats things.
I imagine these guys, not just because they're like really old, they're like old white guys, but like I imagine these people really like Candy Crush and Bejeweled because they just don't have to.
Yeah.
They can turn off their brain. They don't have to think about it.
Age of Mythology is a good game for white people. Soon Age of Empires 3 will come too.
Feeding Frenzy, great game for white people.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think was it? No, it was like Operation Flashpoint that I was thinking about. I am slightly addicted to Civilization. Hey, you and me both, buddy. That's why we're on Stormfront. I'm slightly addicted to Civilization, but I think most white nationalists would enjoy the game. I've also I have never played it, but I do know that Resistance Records has a pro-white game for the PC out. Has anyone tried it? I cannot imagine that is any fun. The like a record company's pro-white nationalist game.
Someone says, I enjoy Portal and Portal 2. They are fun and takes intelligence to beat.
Yeah. Viet Cong is an all-around good one, unless you're too petty to play a game with an ARVN soldier and
every character in the Portal 2 co-op is white.
Is white, yeah.
Yeah. So they like Viet Cong, the game, because you can chase down the VC as yourself, although there is a chance that you will be playing as a black soldier, which is unfortunate. I'm sorry. Yeah, I want to see one of them say Kingdom Hearts.
They all really like Victoria.
That tracks. They had to this is why they had to import a bunch of trans people to be fans of Paradox games, because this is who was really into it originally. The Final Fantasy games are one of the best semi pro-white video games out there. I just bought Final Fantasy X game and I love it because all the characters in it are white and unified to fight a common cause against evil monsters and demons, which reminds me a lot of mud races.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ. Oh, Gus, here's you. I've been playing Dota for about 7 years now. It feels good, man.
Postal is a good game to relax. You are a white man who got his head out of his head and you just kill everything the way you like it. It is not serious playing though. Smiley face.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a huge FPS fan, but I can't wait for the new COD. He said that in 2011. Yeah, and at this, honestly, these guys should just play Call of Duty because those are like the best. Those are the best pro-white video games, probably.
Well, someone said, I didn't read it, but someone said they don't like playing Call of Duty because you have to hear black people in the voice chat.
Come on, man. They say the N-word so much in that voice chat.
Everything. God damn.
Yeah, come on. Yeah. There's a thread just called Assassin's Creed Sucks. AC seems to be nothing more than politically correct history, not genuine history. It's not real history.
I saw this thread when I was 11 years old, and it's what radicalized me to become a leftist and fight for the rights of subjugated people. I was like, these fucking Nazis want to get rid of the fucking cool hidden blade.
Yeah.
How dare they?
As soon as I played AC1, I sensed the lingering anti-European vibe with who the main protagonist was, which is set in the Crusades, and you are a native of the Levant in that game. And guess one of the factions that you're fighting during the Crusades when you're fighting both sides of the Crusades. Someone in response to Assassin's Creed sucks says play the BioShock series.
Yes.
And then someone says BioShock is pro-Jew in the first game. In BioShock 2, black critters are good guys. All bad guys are whites.
Is BioShock pro-Jew? What do we think about this?
I don't know. Maybe.
I've only played Infinite, and I was like 13.
It's called Zioshock. I own Assassin's Creed 3, and my not Jew-aware father got me it a couple years ago. Before I became Jew-aware. I haven't told him about them yet. He just thinks they're Italians.
Coming out to your parents as Jew-aware.
Yeah. However, I could never get myself to beat it. Looking back, I noticed race mixing with Hatham Kenway, the Native American woman, at the beginning of the game. What a load of shit. To hell with this game. Yeah. I bought AC3 from a friend for $15. Actually got halfway through it. Last time I ever played a Ubisoft game.
Ugh.
Ubisoft game.
I mean, I guess that's what they would call it. They would call it a Ubisoft game.
Not like Ubizog or something like that.
Ubizog? I think Ubisoft.
Ubisoft games.
Ubisoft, yeah. Yeah, I want to look more in the gaming thread. Oh wait, they have a thread for Resident Evil 5 accused of racism, which I like. Wait, how are they supposed to react to this? Because it's like, are they supposed to say like, yes, that's why it's good, or like,
I guess I would guess it's more along the lines of like, libtards complain about everything.
Yeah.
It's not racist. It'd be good if it was racist, but it's not.
I mean,
racist.
it's not racist. It's really like that there.
I think that's what's like. That's what makes this forum like funnier than like other conservative ones, because in the other conservative ones they have to like pretend that they're not racist and like be like, I actually love everyone equally and I just don't like you if you're an asshole, or if you need welfare or something. And then it's just like it's just like the same shit over and over. But this is where you get don't play BioShock, it's too Jewish. I hate saying this. People are saying, all the more reason for me to buy Resident Evil 5. Fair enough, I guess, for this guy. What are the other threads on the gaming thing? They're talking about The Last of Us. Any fellow Dark Souls fans?
I bet.
Hold on, I want to see what the soul part I like, not the dark part though. I don't like that the soul is dark. I tried to make it light. Yeah, hold on. I'm just
there's a commenter on the Resident Evil 5 thread who says, I think Resident Evil 5 sends out a powerful message on the truth with black communities and how they regard whites and outsiders.
A powerful message on the truth. Oh wait, hold on. I need to read this one.
Somebody else says, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Resident Evil 5 isn't going to be on the Wii.
No.
All these guys and their Wiis, they loved it so much.
breaking my Wii over my knee once I hear there's no Resident Evil 5. It's why
I'm trying to do a Hitler salute with the Wii remote and nunchuck, and you unplug it.
Imagine a white nationalist spending like 6 hours filling making all the Mii's white so he can play Wii Sports without having to look at a black guy.
Yeah, it's my job to repopulate the Mii space with only white Miis. I really like this thread from White Brazilian Boy, and it is titled Sega versus Nintendo.
White Brazilian Boy.
The 90s decade had the biggest console war ever. Sega Mega Drive, also known as the Genesis in the US, versus Super Nintendo, known as Super Famicom in Japan. Both had their own mascots. Nintendo was with Mario Bros, an Italian plumber. Sega was Sonic, a blue hedgehog. Which console was your favorite? I stick with SNES because of Mario. I also like Sonic, but I prefer Mario's game mechanics and the better RPG library, represented by games like Chrono Trigger. It's just nothing.
Someone named Il Fascismo Per E Fasti says, I played the Atari, the Sega Master System, and the Super Nintendo before and the NES, Sega Genesis, N64, and lastly Xbox, the first one. Now I am not into what I refer to as Judeo games, like the movie industry, or probably Judeo games, but
No, Judeo games works way better.
like the movie industry, the Jew has managed to inject their propaganda into them.
I do love that, like, these guys constantly have to fucking the pretending of like, oh yeah, dorky Jewish guys were infiltrators to video games.
Yeah,
And
they were never there
definitely
before.
not just there from the jump.
Yeah, it's not like that was probably like an oversized amount of people that were into it. Aryan Warrior says, I had both Genesis and Super Nintendo. I prefer Nintendo. They had better characters, IMO. Super NES's Classic is coming out September 21st. Not a bad deal, but I already bought an NES Classic and a Switch this year, so I doubt I'll buy a third system.
SXE Skinhead with 2 S's says, once you grow out of childhood, Sega and Nintendo fans are borderline lol cows.
Yeah. I bought my son a Sega Master System, Mega Drive, Saturn, and Dreamcast during the 1990s. He's 31 now, but we played Victory Boxing on the Saturn over the weekend when he visited. It's still great fun. Hey Dad, how's the forum going? It's good. I was actually talking with my buddies about you. Me, Saxon
we were
Pagan.
just talking about how basically when you're an adult, Nintendo and Sega fanboys become like basically lol cows.
Someone linked
Jew cows. Someone linked a Nathaniel Bandy video in this Stormfront thread.
Someone linked a photo of Sega saying Pride Month is more than just a celebration, and then someone replied with Nintendo isn't any better, sadly, with a photo of Nintendo's statement about the George Floyd murder.
Yeah.
I used to be a big Nintendo fan, although the last console I got new was the N64. Now I've come to hate the company for its anti-white politics.
I liked the N in N64. I liked what was going on there. I thought it was
2020 really did get fucking ridiculous. Like, every company was so desperate. They were like, dude, we have to let people know that Luigi does not approve of police brutality.
Gushers has to take a stand against
Knuckles
the
the Echidna cannot be seen as sympathetic to the actions of the Minneapolis police.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that was so wild to be. Oh, there's a thread called "How Skyrim Relates to Today's World." Gus, can you please read this?
Skyrim relates to today's world. Yes, dude, I'd love to.
I'm interested in this.
Yeah, I just sent it. I'm gonna delete these. I don't know if I should delete these links when they're just gonna. Someone's gonna screenshot this out of context of me just sending a bunch of Stormfront links somewhere.
Yeah. Does anyone else notice how in the world in that game reflects the situation of today's world? First off, the Nords do not control their country any longer, which is why they have a civil war, and the Stormcloaks are like the Stormfront of
Skyrim. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because they're all inside talking about Super Nintendo in the game. You remember that part from Skyrim, where they're talking about how much they love Sega Saturn.
Jarl Balgriff has gotten doxxed by the Imperials.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a point where you have to let decide if you want to let dark elf teenagers into Jarl Balgriff's manor, so that they they make fun of him for how he dresses, and if you do, then he joins the Stormcloaks.
Yeah, I really was not feeling the Jarl Epstein plotline. I don't know why that was included in Skyrim. Skyrim is at risk of being flooded with dark elves, red guards, and other non-Nords. Not a plotline. Not in the game. They're just kind of chilling.
Yeah.
The Great War, which took place before the events of Skyrim, is the equivalent of World War II. The Aldmeri Dominion, Zionists won, and now puppeteer Skyrim's government. As a result of the Aldmeri victory, there is harsh political correctness rampant in Skyrim.
It sucks, man. It's so awful.
What's the matter, kid? I'll do your sweet roll.
Yeah.
I am genuinely like trawling. I've played hundreds of hours of Skyrim when I was in high school, and I am fucking trawling my mind here, trying to think what they could possibly mean by political correctness was rampant.
I think they're referring to the fact that they there's that annoying preacher in Whiterun. And his religion is technically banned, but it's not really whenever he's preaching.
Yeah, that might be it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that one annoying guy is proof.
Yeah. With some Nords who hate their own race and homeland fighting for the Altmer-controlled empire, parentheses, Brunwolf Free Winter in Windhelm would be a libtard for sure.
Yeah.
Here's
Cool.
my tier list of which Skyrim characters would be libtards in real life.
Man, they like. So wait, this is How do you even? I like how like obscure they're getting with this. Oh, he's Ulfric's replacement as Jarl if the Imperial Legion occupies Eastmarch. They went like deep into you. You would only know who he is if you played as the Imperials. They had to go to the wiki for this one.
Anti-Stormcloak is a code word for anti-Nord.
Yeah.
This actually makes a lot of sense, though I doubt the creators of the Elder Scrolls serial were thinking about this while writing this story. Dude, you don't think? You don't think Todd Howard was like, to make the fucking Altmeri Dominion as Jewish as possible?
Yeah, I think like the other guy that like started the Elder Scrolls is like he's like Indian or something like. Hold on, I want to look.
Skyrim also lying too, sir.
Yeah. Not quite as clear cut, though. In the journal, the elves say they consider Ulfric an asset, possibly even working with them, and want to draw out the war as long as possible to weaken the Empire, which is their main concern. Also, in being the civil war with the Empire, the general mentions that they have to prepare for their next war to defeat the elves, so they have not given up quite yet. Oh, so this is like, they're doing like, they're sort of like gaming it out in their heads as like, you know, like tactically who to support in this
Can I read
fight.
This comment by Chris Louis?
Yeah.
Yep, I'm convinced there were one or two white nationalists working high up in Bethesda to have allowed such a powerful piece of propaganda through. Sometimes when I get bored, I go to a dark elf ghetto in Windhelm and waste every last one of them for fun. Elfacost, oy vey!
Wow.
There's no way that's fun. They just like
they're just an awesome life to lead.
Pressing the trigger over and over again.
Yeah.
I boot up Skyrim and I go to the dark elf ghettos and I show my Jewish overlords that I won't submit to them by killing all the dark elves and
yeah, just anytime you approach them, they say hello there, and then you like hit them once, and then they die or they start hitting you with a sword.
There is like a far-right YouTuber called the Golden One who like streams himself playing Skyrim like this, and there are clips of him like randomly killing like a low-level bandit in the game and going like, "This is a Hillary Clinton supporter."
Yeah. Oh, wait, yeah, no, they love talking about Skyrim here. Are the Thalmor the Jews of Skyrim? Globalists, they control everything behind the curtains and they want to destroy the world. Seems pretty Jewish to me. I don't know, what's your opinion on this? Like, this, I mean, you know, I was like...
just throwing shit at the wall.
Yeah.
There is a guy in here who thinks Skyrim is based, but he still won't buy it because it's too dumbed down for Call of Duty frat bros, and he misses Morrowind.
Yep.
Yeah. That's so awesome that he thinks that it's like... He's like, yeah, no, I understand that it's good, but there's a Griffin. Hold on, let me send this one.
Okie dokie.
I just sent it. It's titled Sims.
Sim Holocaust. I've had this idea for years, and I'd love to market it. Sim Holocaust. You set up a camp and run it, just like Sim City, just with a spin. Sim Camp, maybe a little easier title to swallow. The thing is, you have to be able to choose who you want in your camp. To make sure it's all equal and you wouldn't be deemed racist if it was possible to put all whites in the camp. You have to take your gas canisters into account compared to how many people you have. You have to order food, medicine, trains of new prisoners, watch your ammo supply, etc. I think it's a great idea. Any input?
I like that this idea. He's like, oh, you would probably have to make it like inclusive because he's thinking that like
you probably have to make the Holocaust video game woke.
Well, he's thinking that you'd have to go through like a publisher for this. It's like, well, it can't be too PC. It has to, you know, standards these days would probably demand that this sim camp game would be, you can like basically already run a concentration camp in The Sims. Like it's a very,
you say that like you've got experience doing it.
No, that's like a classic thing. You like lock someone in a room with, yeah, you like lock someone in a room with like a bunch of ovens. Like, and then, you know, remove the door.
I thought it was like you would like put them all in a pool and then remove the ladders and let them drown.
Yeah. Gas canisters. What about the electrified floors or diesel engines? One might actually think you believe the fables of suffering. And that's from a user whose profile picture is like an anime Hitler hugging a deer.
Aww.
And they are a sustaining member of Stormfront. Yeah, and then so I think that's is that
was
don't
that?
click that you. I think so. Disrespect from human life, no matter whose life that may be. Like they're like this goes too far.
All right.
Um,
Thank you for listening, guys.
thank
Oh
you for
wait, wait,
listening,
wait, wait.
guys.
Oh,
Okay.
Nope, nope.
I just wanted to say, someone says I see it as making a game about Santa Claus. It's a fake story based on fake events that has been made into a huge money making scheme.
With that note, bye guys.
Bye.
Good night.